guys, welcome to my very last vlog in the Egypt series. I'm here, quarantined in my backyard. This last video is 100% filmed on my iPhone 10 and it was very, very windy this day, so a lot of the audio of me trying to talk is a little hard to hear. So I figured I would sit out here and kind of narrate the entire thing for you guys. It was my first ever experience diving. We had a choice with the tour that we went on whether we wanted to snorkel or scuba dive, and I jumped at the opportunity to scuba dive. I didn't think that you could even do that without having a bunch of courses and license beforehand, but in Egypt, I guess you can. This was honestly one of my favorite days of the entire trip, so let's get into it. Diving in the Red Sea today. Ooh. We all got up around 9 o'clock and we piled in the bus, honestly pretty hungover, to get to the docks for the boat. They fitted us with all of our gear and then we started to board. Then after we arrived at our first dive site, we went downstairs into the lower dining area and the instructor kind of went over the main aspects that you need to know for diving. We had to sign little release forms, which was a little scary.
So, welcome to your first dive day. Anybody of you dived before or first time? Oh.
But it was comforting to know that all of the complicated things that go into diving, the instructor does for you. So you kind of just have to learn how to properly clear your mask, breathe out, and just get used to kind of using the respirator. Besides being extremely windy, it was such a beautiful day. The sun was shining and it was probably close to 100 degrees, but we had no idea because we were constantly being fanned by the wind. But don't forget to reapply your sunscreen in that kind of weather, because I did and I severely burned my body. Normally with programs like this, you go on multiple dives, and in our specific program, we went on 2. So this was the first dive just to kind of get us used to everything. So excited! They set you up with all your gear and then put your arm up and throw you in. We went under for about 15 to 20 minutes just to start out. And after doing that, guys, I was completely hooked. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. How did everyone like it?
It was amazing!
I could literally do that for the rest of my life. Every day. Every day. I just want to see everything. There was 2 groups, so we would go for our dive and then the next group with our guy friends would go on their dive. Have you ever seen bluer water in your entire life? So this is dive number 2. This is where I decided to risk it all and use my iPhone 10 underwater. I just had the iPhone and then I hooked it up to a little tiny Joby mini tripod and that was it. But guys, I got some amazing footage, so to me, it was worth it. Kind of. And something to know, on this second dive, I did get a little ambitious. I am somebody who is very independent, and I definitely am not the most play-by-the-rules kind of gal, so I asked Samir, our diving instructor, if he would let us kind of let go of him, because the first dive, you're like completely locked arms with him the entire time. But I really wanted to do it myself. I just had so much fun and I wanted like the freedom of both my arms to explore. And luckily he said yes, because we weren't panicking and we were pretty comfortable with everything. But yeah, so this was super exciting. Can't wait to show you guys the footage.
best. Oh, my hair is an actual, what am I trying to say? Every part of my hair is a dread. This is just one big dreadlock. How was it, everybody? So good!
After the second dive, we were done, but a lot of people still wanted to go swimming, so we tried to jump in and just kind of do some snorkeling, but I personally was not having it. It was very wavy because of the wind, and I was just like gulping in salt water the entire time, which was very unpleasant, so I just decided to opt out and lay in the sun. And here we are at the end of the video. It was so nice to take off the wetsuit and just swim in the ocean with just our bikinis. Ready? 1, 2. And felt so good because there was so much sun to kind of dry you off so quick. But I do want to know another thing that I wish I got on video. But sadly, I had this plastic bag that was in my backpack, and I guess like part of the compartment that I was in was unzipped, and it ended up with all of the wind flying out and up and into the water. And because I had just seen all of this beautiful sea life, and just through traveling, I think in general, I really started to appreciate nature and like taking care of the environment. And I always cared about the environment before, kind of just drilled it home how truly important it is that we do take measures to keep our planet clean, because I want my kids to be able to have experiences like this where they do get to see some beautiful, colorful coral and beautiful aquatic life. So when the bag hit the water, I decided I would run down and swim in about, I don't know, 30 or 40 feet out, grabbed the bag and brought it back to recycle later. But yeah, do stuff like that. I was completely dry and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks, but it's worth it, because I don't know, that could have killed a turtle, that could have killed a shark, like who knows what the repercussions would have been to my laziness. So I'm gonna end it off on that note. This was my favorite series of all time to edit. I have so many other travel videos, guys, that are coming out. I am definitely going to be trying to put out a travel video every single week, and then also put in a kind of more real-time video, productive days in my life, maybe some cooking videos I have ideas for. So make sure, as always, to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post. And thank you so much to my patron. I give 50 to 100% of the proceeds on there to the school in Ghana that I taught at when I was there. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Okay, so the only reason I couldn't stay horizontal and the second time we went down is because my vest was too loose and the tanks kept hitting the back of my head. So every time I tried to lift my head back up, it pushed the tanks back, which pushed my entire body. No one's gonna believe me, but